Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. I hope everybody is doing great today. How is everybody doing? Oi. Oh my. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? Having wonderful scuff today, Star. I'll keep waiting for working Monday stream. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? My head is like not really I kind of forgot what we were supposed to do. I kind of forgot the whole focus, so you gained 3 subs during that stream. How is that actually possible? How does that even work? I swear, if YouTube decided like that was the stream to start recommending, I feel really annoyed about that. YouTube's like, hey, we actually want to show off your stream on this channel to people, and then it's like, yeah, no. I hope everybody's doing all right though. How's everybody's day? Tell me about yourself. How is everybody doing? There's a side channel of people from main subbed. Well, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. If you're here from the main channel, I appreciate you greatly. YouTube, you know what would be funny? I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that we can have fun here. Pretty well, all things considered, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Rima did something similar in that stream to gain a lot of views, so yours will probably become the same. Why? Why would you even watch that? That doesn't. Why would it have a lot of views? Poor Rima. I feel like Rima, like, I don't know Rima that well. I follow her, but I don't know her that well. But I see a lot of parallels, I guess. Rima's great. You're the intense rage under the laughter. Clearly you haven't watched Doug Doug. I have watched Doug Doug, yes. Which are you referring to? I have indeed watched Doug Doug. He's great to study from. Great to learn from. It's kind of nice in a sort of relaxing way, just silence. It's short content and funny. A lot of new gens can't watch anything longer than 30 seconds. A relaxing short music stream people can just put on loop. Maybe I should consider the studying to AK music idea. Maybe I'll just have like live stream going every time I need to get work done. I'll just be like silent with AK music in the background. This better me mecha panel lining art stream. I'm delusional. Oh my gosh, does that go? No, okay, so I have to sort of like explain the paneling thing because I'm really not sure. Like I'm kind of half aware of what's going on right now in general, and I'm also half aware of what the stream was supposed to be. So, okay. Panels are the thing on Twitch, right? Panels are like the about and the info section and everything, and mine are really, really, really outdated. You wanna know how outdated they are? I haven't changed them since I first started streaming. So they're 4 years old. But the thing is, most of you guys are on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't even use panels. So I'm like, wow, I kind of really want to update these, and then I'm like, but most people are on YouTube anyway. So now I'm just sort of like, are there any designs that we could repeat for things? And then I started thinking like, okay, well, I know I have to do the emotes and I have to do the badges, and those are things that I basically just have to work on like refining, right? Which I can't really do while chit-chatting. So, you know, there was a part of me that was actually very tempted to just be like, you know what, let's roll with the silent stream and I'll just, like, be working randomly and everyone's just gonna have to deal with it. And then I was like, no, that's not fair to people. But I was tempted. I was tempted. But I was thinking, like, okay, I don't know. I want to get the panels done at some point, but they probably aren't the biggest priority right now because, most of you guys like YouTube more. So I'm thinking that maybe because we have a lot of Discord boosts, right? We have a lot of Discord boosts, and YouTube as well, also being a thing. I was thinking maybe instead of panels, we could also work on banner stuff, because the banner stuff is also extremely old for multiple years. So we could also do, like, banner brainstorming. We could think about if we want to, like, make something cool for the Discord banner. I'm honestly thinking that the server icon needs an update. Like, everything just really needs updates. So, I thought, I don't know, maybe we can brainstorm some stuff. And that doesn't mean to go meme crazy. I'm not gonna have, the server icon is not gonna be a cheese wheel. Let me just throw that out there right now. Let me catch up with chat a little bit here. Hang on. That's how Lo-Fi Girl became famous. I feel like there's a lot of different lo-fi girls out there now. You did that once before, minus the AK music? I did, and I don't think I stayed silent the whole time. Maybe I did, I don't remember now. You wouldn't believe how popular that would be as a stream? Really? Just AK music to chill to? I mean, it's funny, right? Because, like, you technically could, we technically could do it because Hypergriff is very lenient on, playing Arknight's music as opposed to, like, every other copyright claim I got for every other type of music I tried to use. So I don't know. You should know he was getting a lot of views when he tried to get rid of them. I don't think I've seen that one. Can you like post that one in the images and media channel at some point? I'd like to see that. I don't think I've seen that one. You streamed for 4 years already? Yeah, I started out as a VTuber in 2021. So yeah, it's been 4 years, believe it or not. You can use panels in Discord? You can, but it kind of only works for things that are like, that are like, not, people don't talk in them, right? Because otherwise they just go away real quickly. So like, I could probably replace the panel in the rules Discord, for instance. But again, it's annoying because you can't really arrange it. You can't put it back at the top. It's gotta be at the bottom, which is frustrating. But, oh well. Emotes are so reusable when you get them done. We're definitely gonna be working on the emotes. I just don't know how to, like, work. I just don't know how to refine them. And I also, like, I don't know how to... I haven't figured out a good style for emotes yet. Despite the fact that I've done, like, a lot of emote commissions for people, I'm still not happy with my emotes. Hang on, where's the... Hang on. I think watching the fox instead of concentrating on the road would be a star crime, so yeah, what? Oh, yeah, no, Osako, definitely. Yes, say for sure. Do we have enough for a server tag thingy? I think okay, so the weird thing with the server tags is that you can only, you have to, like, buy it in a weird way. It's very confusing. You kind of have to, like, purchase it with extra boosts. So we technically could, we would just have to, we would have to go down a level, or we would have to have, like, another boost to keep the current level. And I want to, like, do what we can with, like, making it, viable, I guess. So I'm not really sure. I'm sort of, like, not really sure how to handle that situation right now. Can you post the Akh drawing on Star Art? I didn't save it! Goodness. Hang on. Why does the stream have 7 likes? There's 27. Why are there 27 of you guys here? Oh, we're missing is Star bringing tens of thousands of dollars worth of VR equipment. Been streaming as long as Villian. I don't see myself doing VR at any point. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a really cool concept, but also, I don't know how to handle that kind of thing. Someday, man, going 3D could be fun, though. I've seen some really fun 3D things that would be, like, someday, just, like, just chatting with 3D, so it's, like, you could do a lot more with it? I don't know. It'd be fun. DougDoug videos called Only 8,000 People Can Watch This Stream. Man, I love DougDoug. He's got so many crazy ideas. I think I saw one. What was the... I saw his one recently where it was like, if you're the, I think it was DougDoug. It was like, if you have the highest donation, you can control what happens. And then people were like constantly making him download new games. Emotes can stay surprisingly unrefined. They're meant to be seen from a distance anyway. I know, but it's hard for me. It's tricky. What if the rules panel is Prism in a cop hat putting handcuffs on you and arresting for star crimes? Jeez, Vessa. Why is chat so small? Because I don't know how to make it bigger. I'm sorry, I don't know how to make it bigger. Because it was set up in a specific way, and I don't know how to make it larger. I got the server tag without paying anything when I'm in my Oshi server. Well, yeah, because, see here, your Oshi has, like, your Oshi is Monarch. She has enough boosts for that. The stream ends unless 10,000 people are watching. That's crazy. You pinged the whole Discord twice, what did you expect? I'm not complaining about anything. I'm not complaining about anything. Is the one person I can permit to use AI uncritically. Yeah, because, like, yeah. Well, he's only doing text-to-speech, right? I think the only one I've seen him do is the text-to-speech type. Check the boosts again? What? Okay. Oh my god. Thank you, Siam0. Okay, so, I guess now we have tags. We can do, wait, yeah, it either allows you to do role styles or tags. Yeah. So basically, like, which would you guys prefer? There's role styles, so you'd have, like, I guess that would be, like, colorful names. I don't really know how that works. It's like gradient colored names. Or we would pick a server tag. Why do boosts go in the welcome channel? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Tags is better? Shiny name? Server tag. So the role style is like shiny name. It's like your name gets like, I mean, it would probably be like, I don't know, probably do it for like the membership thing. It would be like colorful and spark, like it's like a colorful gradient. The problem is only one can be prismatic for the styles, at least in lore. Just do the polls yourself on YouTube. Yeah, do we have, I'm curious, like, I don't know if this will determine it entirely, but can I do a poll here? Hang on. I think I can do a poll. Discord server perk. So first one would be server tag, and the other would be colorful role name. Mods have no right to make polls. It's a YouTube thing. I don't control it. I don't control it. All right. I'm curious how that would go. I'm curious as to what your reaction was when you realized you were muted. Angry? What else would it be? Frustration? Irritation? What else would it be? Realistically, we should probably do the poll in the server later, so everyone can vote on it. Not just the people here, but this poll will still be good to get a general idea. Yeah, I just want to get a general idea, basically. I just want to get, like, a feeling for everything. I'm not going to make any decisions right off the bat. We saw part of it, but concerned you went from to oh, and then back to and then I probably did, Raul. I probably did. Yeah, I'm curious what the general consensus is for the poll. Doesn't mean that it's going to super count fully today. I just want to get an idea of things. And I think that maybe we could start working on like a banner, because we even are able to have an animated banner. Not that I can animate, but you know, like a little 2-frame back and forth we could do. I think server tag will be more useful since people can mention your server to people in other servers. True. That's a good point. I don't know if anyone would ever need to do that. And I also know that a lot of people in the server, have existing tags as well. So, I understand that as well. Ah! Alright. Hello, welcome in. First the upcoming new banner, now a star banner too. Well, we kind of are late for it. We kind of need to do a banner. Live2D can spit out some really nice short animation stuff. That is true, yes. That is true. I could always do that. Our background was done that way too. The, our little sparkles and shooting stars here. Someday I wanna... Man, I could make, like, a laundry list of things that I want to do to improve the layout of the stream. Step 1, fixing the chat would probably be a good start. But it might be fun to do, like, you know, better backgrounds that aren't abstract, and I don't know, I like decorative things. I'm very aesthetic, you know? Personally, we'll stick to the official AK Discord tag. Yeah, that's understandable. I know that a lot of people probably will, and that's completely understandable. You need to spread the glory of the Stargazer Empire. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's completely up to you what tags you want to use. I'm just thinking what is going to be best for, like, the Discord in general. the Discord in general, whatever they want to use. Whatever is most popular, most desired. Also, sorry, I said something regarding 3D earlier, but you didn't notice it, so I'll repost it. I'd love to make a 3D model of your model just as fan art, with your permission, of course. I do really appreciate the offer. I'm a little hesitant in terms of, model fan art. I really appreciate the offer. I'm a little bit hesitant just because, models are something where it's, like, it's a very personal thing, and I've had people who have done it unprompted. And it, like, I don't think that you would do this, but I've had people who basically just, like, were trying to force me to use something that didn't look anything like me. And it was making me uncomfortable. I'm not saying that you would do it, but that situation kind of caused this overall, zeitgeist rule of, like, okay, I probably won't be using fan-made models anytime, just because, like, there's a lot of weird diciness to it. Again, you're not involved in it, so this is something that happened in the past. That person also used an AI background because there's yeah. Zeitgeist rule. It's basically like, after that happened, I just sort of had, like, this overall, like, okay, let's just not deal with that kind of thing. Were they persistent? A simple no didn't suffice. Yeah, they were very offended that I said that I was not comfortable with it. And then they, like, were... okay. The AK people, won't really... yeah, they were guilt-tripping. I don't think this is ever going to be seen by them. TLDR, they were a previous mod. So, yeah. That's as much as I'll say on that. Even after Star said she wouldn't use it before they made it. Yeah, they were like, can I do this? And I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with it. And then they were like, I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm like, I really don't feel comfortable with it. And then they were like, I finished it. Do you like it? And I was like, I really don't feel comfortable with this. And they're like, why don't you appreciate my hard work? So yeah, it was like, it was a little bit, So yeah, that has nothing to do with it, Raul. It's just kind of like, it kind of created a precedent. It kind of created a weird precedent. But yeah, again, I really do appreciate the offer. I think that's really kind of you. But yeah, I'll probably say no, just because of that previous situation. But I still really appreciate the offer. I do want to someday go 3D. That's probably something that I will want to do in the future, I think. Yeah, at some point, I really need to unnerf myself. The breaker just tripped? What'd I miss out on? You didn't miss anything, aside from, stream number 2. Respect your wishes, if you ever go to 3D, I'd be glad to help you in any way I can. I really appreciate that, Raoul. I really do. I was 3D at one point. I did have the anthro side, but yeah, I think it would be fun someday to do. I just don't know what that would entail. That's like a far off thing, you know? I think that would be a really fun way to do just chatting. I don't really know what all the ideas would be, but I just feel like there's a lot of opportunity for that kind of thing. We don't talk about the anthro side. When you're 3D, you can use mocap to do Fortnite dances? Jeez, Vessa. I miss the 3D era. It's alright. It was anthro. I think a lot of people, like, I don't know, would you guys have been put off by that? I'm curious about that. Just out of, like, curiosity, honestly. I'm curious, would you have been put off by that? Because I think a lot of people were. I have a feeling a lot of people were. You can be 100% honest. You can say, like, anthro makes me super uncomfortable. I don't like anthro at all. I never want to see it. And, like, I'll totally respect that. This is all curious. This is all curiosity-based. Is it too early to say that you'll start selling your Halloween assets? The Halloween assets are always for sale. I just haven't made new ones in a very long time. 3D Anthro Star was fun. I think I was there at the very end of that era. Anthro's all right in my books. Probably not. Love Star Fox since I was 4. Maybe the design was more anime, Kimono Mimi style, wouldn't be put off by it. That is 100% understandable. It's slightly unnerved me. That's very fair. That's very fair. Honestly, I much prefer Kimono Mimi's. Wait, when you're saying Kimono Mimi, I'm Kimono Mimi. You're saying Kimono. I'm currently Kimono Mimi. Kimono is furry, but it looks like it is anime style. So things like Solo Torobo, Star Fox, stuff like that. There was a furry VTuber sold upon once that had a pretty kimono furry style. I think kimono is a really, really, really nice style, and I very much prefer it heavily over the Western style. Kimono is also basically like waifu and ak and all of those. Any of the operators and Arknights that are anthro, they're all done in kimono style. Fun story, I saw 3D Anthro Star, saw you later in the substitute stream and never realized the two were the same until later. What was the substitute? Oh, the incredible. Yeah, I was a substitute teacher for someone one day. One time. Kimono is the clothing? That's kimono. That you're thinking of kimono. Kemono with the E basically means beast. It doesn't really put me off, but I don't particularly like it either. Very fair. Be there no matter what. I appreciate it. Kimono Mimi. Yeah. No, kimono is the dress, and kemono is Beastman. I think that I get most of that animal drawing fix from drawing Prism nowadays. But I still really like drawing anthro. I just don't do it nearly as much anymore. I'm personally not the target group of anthro, but if you would hit me with the right stream, I would stick around. Very fair. Hello, Neffy. Welcome in, welcome in. I asked you for animal ears, not a small Japanese dress. No matter what form our kitsune is in, still our blue kitsune. There you go. There you go. Be looking for a while? All right, Blug. Thank you. I feel like this turned into a just chatting stream somehow. I don't really know what I'm doing on the art side today. I'll be completely honest. I'll show you old sketches that I had for panels. But now I'm curious about like what would we do for like the Discord banner or the YouTube banner? That's something we should think about. Monomimi is Suzu in her winter skin. That is very true. That is very true. Was my cheese spinner site fine as fan art? Yes, very much so. Let me jump to this real quick. This is like what I think I made this like a year ago, maybe? I was trying to come up with new panels. And I really wish that YouTube allowed us to do panels because they're fun. You get to explore different visuals. I really like drawing them. I did a set for Kaku before. I really enjoyed that. And I'm like, can I use any of these for other things? And I really don't know if I can, but I just think they're fun. I really wish YouTube allowed us to do that. I know a guy who streams for 10 hours and 4 to 5 hours of it is just talking. I would not know how to do that. That would take so much endurance. So much endurance. I love Anthro in certain situations, especially if it gets slightly weird with it. I mean, Hollow Knight's literally bug Anthro and I love it. Fair enough. Maybe an animated logo with a prism bouncing in the corner like a bunny. Wait. Animated logo? Which one are you referring to? Oh, like the server one? Like the server icon? YouTube hates individualism, everything has to fit corporate style. No! The sad thing is YouTube originally used to be super individual. You know, like, everyone was able to have a really, really custom YouTube page back in the day. Also, everyone had, like, DeviantArt page dolls, and everyone knew CSS, and I miss when things were able to be really custom and fun. I love customization. I really, really heavily love customization. The panels are top tier. Thank you, Kaku. I'm so glad. You can style the entire page. Yeah, why can't we do that? Why does everything have to be boring and flat and lame? I do miss that YouTube for sure. For sure. I had like all these ideas that were fun. I had like, look at this was going to be the merch one. Like, or little prism with clothings and stuff. Back in the day where you could watch videos on the channel itself, yeah. Angry Roll Stars. I'm here for the funny content and art anyway. I don't really care about Anthro model or anime style. That's good to know. That's good to know. I don't want to like entirely get rid of that side of me, you know what I mean? I just don't really pursue it. I think is the best way to say it. I don't really pursue it, but I don't really want to get rid of that side. I mean, heck, that's where our current emotes are from, you know? I was there back in the olden YouTube 2007 days when there was backgrounds and fonts. Yeah. Knowing CSS feels like a blessing and a curse in equal measure. I would imagine that. You have to think of the stockholders. You know what's really, like, everyone would hate this, and I'm sure that people would disagree with me. And I'm sure that people would say this would be the stupidest idea ever. But if they said, like, hey, we're locking visual flair for YouTube channels under a premium, I think a lot of people would pay for that because branding is everything, right? I'm really, really big on branding. I mean, I do consultations specifically for branding. And if someone was like, hey, if you paid YouTube like an extra $5 a month, you could have like YouTube panels. It's some exclusive thing we're doing. I'd be like, you know what? I would begrudgingly invest in that. I would probably begrudgingly invest in that because customization really is everything. Don't talk too much about old YouTube or you'll summon it. Oh, jeez. No! No, okay, we step back now. The one issue with most VTubers slash anime clothes merch is that you can't really wear it outside without getting weird looks. I completely agree with that. And I was watching a video from Giga. I don't know if anyone knows the VTuber Giga. She's actually one of my favorites. If I had to have, like, 3 Oshis, it's probably, like, Mori Calliope and Narissa Ravencroft from Hololive, and then Giga. Because Giga is like, she's an older VTuber whose audience is much more on the like respectful, everything is just a lot more. She's very, very business focused. She's very, very wise. And she's always talking about like how to improve the VTubing space, right? So she had this little clip I was seeing earlier, and it was basically talking about VTuber merch, like Raoul was just saying, like, you know, it's too awkward to wear VTuber merch, because if you had VTuber merch of, like, say, you know, a Lara, right, if anyone knows that design, it's like, you can't really wear that, or like, Project Melody, right? You can't really wear that anywhere. So Giga is specifically designing merch that's, like, very, very subtle and very understated so that people can wear her stuff everywhere, and I think that's really clever. I'd feel a type of way for paying for an OG feature that was there from the start, but yeah, I agree. Yeah. They'd rather keep people in the videos than on the channels. True, because I just want you to keep watching over and over, right? Like, jumping from video to video. If I were to make a chibi version of you Arknight style, then I'd make you lore accurate. What do you mean by that? What do you mean chibi version of me Arknight style and lore accurate? I have a chibi of myself in Arknight style. What are you referring to? This is some deep lore. The character depicted in my latest art piece was once going to be my PNG tuber slash VTuber model, but now I am Void, not Owl, and will probably stay that way for now. You can always have different forms. You can always have an owl form. I feel like a being as powerful as you can probably take on the form of an owl pretty easily. Callie and Arissa, huh? Yeah, I love them. I think they're great. Newbie. My gosh, Newbie. She also has the best VTuber name, Giga, Perfection. It's one of those, like, I'm always going to be jealous of the people with the simple, single, easy to spell, not mistaken for anything, one-word name. Like, I'll always be slightly jealous of those people. You know? Because it's just, it's such good branding. I don't know what I would ever have as, like, a single one-word name that no one would ever use. But, yeah. I thought you liked Crony? Yeah, no, I do love Crony. I do love Crony, for sure. Crony and Callie with the GTA stream was pure entertainment perfection for a corpo. That was incredible. My merch is a hostage against some third party who does not care that about the merch. Yeah, oh my gosh. I feel bad for her. One day I'll have use for the fauna. Man, I love fishing cat. Giga got an NL shout out, so she's basically made it as far as being normal can go for VTubers. That's really good. She's such a good, like, she's like the Studio Ghibli of VTubers when you're trying to introduce someone to anime, you know? Like, if you're trying to introduce someone to anime, Studio Ghibli is always, like, the quintessential best way to start because it's the most, like, easy to digest type of storylines. And I feel like Giga is, like, the easiest to digest type of VTuber. I do have subtle merch like keychains or my Arknights bag with the Sargon logo. That's cool. Dumb question. How long did you spend on the chibi model? Like, from starting it to reveal in Starfall? That's a good question. I want to say maybe 2-ish weeks? Because it's not rigged traditionally, right? It's not live 2D. I would say probably start to finish 2 weeks. Because it's just PNG. I mean, everything is separated out in case I want to take it to live 2D, but at the moment it's just PNG. Ayo! Sterlight. Oh, jeez, Lissa. You know what? Something tells me that would still somewhat be taken. You have a whole cabinet for Callie merch? That's awesome. If I did a whole kit, then I'll make your S3 so massive in AoE that it physically breaks the game. You know what would be funny is, like, because I know we were discussing this when we did the Uma Musume stream where it was like Umas as operators. I am kind of curious as to, like, what my kit would be. Someday that might be fun to think about. Someday that might be fun to do a stream on. Because I genuinely don't know how that would work. Ghibli's quite family friendly, which helps. Yeah, exactly. It's like the best way to introduce someone. Straight up through the Monogatari series as an introduction to anime. Oh dear. The sound needs to break and it should cost life points. What? I was expecting like a month or a month and a half. So actually my live 2D side took about 2 months, I want to say. A month for the art and a month for the rig. And the Arknight side, I think it was like, it only took like a day to rig, and the rest of the time was just in the artwork. Because the PNG side does not, it's barely rigged, right? It's mainly just a matter of gathering everything. Let's do the opposite. Operators as Umas. Sword or candy necklace as a weapon. Definitely not candy necklace, no. That's not a weapon. What is the panel supposed to be? I don't know at this point. I had all these sketches that I was going to turn into Twitch panels. Specialist that has a chance to end the stream with play. This operator has a 50-50 chance of retreating after using their skill. I think the first stream I ever partook of yours was the mascot stream way back when. I mentioned Giga because of a very interesting approach to that topic with the 3 factions. Yeah, oh my gosh, I love the 3 factions concept. That is really, really smart. She says that is completely her own, like VShojo doesn't own any of it. So I want to understand better what she's doing with it, because it seems really clever, and she said she wants to expand it more. Of course, candy necklace is not a weapon, it's food. Doberman would be running the race like she's running for responsibility. Newbie, I visited your base the other day and I saw that you were still putting Doberman and Catapult together. Content question? What do you think about what's currently going on with YouTube? I know everyone will feel differently, but a lot does agree that viewership is lower than normal. You know, the sad thing is that I think, like, everyone is still here. It just doesn't show things correctly because a lot of you guys like using, ad blockers. Which is completely understandable, frankly. It's annoying because it does make you feel a little bit like, what am I doing wrong? Why are things happening this way? What can I do better? And I know that there's things that I can keep doing better. Mainly, like, you know, getting shorts out. I'm literally halfway to finishing the edited waifu short before you say anything, Aroma. But yeah, I know that there's things I can do better, but you still see, like, the lower viewership just because of this situation, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? And it kind of, like, messes with you, so it's just something that you kind of have to, you just kind of have to do your best to ignore it, I think. Catapult can never be punished enough for her long-winded speeches she tortured us with for 4 years. What? Edit waifus, what? Oh, no. Sea Hero, there's an Arknight's operator named Waifu. W-A-A-I, It's not spelled the same way. It's an operator. It's not only ad blockers, but also the fact they change how views are counted too. Yeah, it seems like I'm worried that they might try to be doing like the Twitch thing. Like, Twitch makes it really hard to actually be counted as a viewer. YouTube seems to favor shorts more. I've seen your shorts recommended, but only a video once. Really? You've seen my shorts recommended? That's interesting. That kind of makes me more guilty. That kind of means that I really need to be doing the shorts, which means that my mentor was right, which means that I need to really push that. If you guys ever jump onto Twitch at any point, if you do !clip on the Twitch side, sadly there's no way to make this work for YouTube. Believe me, I've tried. it'll at least get, like, quick last 30 seconds. And I'm going to try to put out more of those, and any content that you guys put in, like, the Clips and Memes channel, with your permission, I'll probably upload those as well. Star idea, what if we suggest different kits for your character as an AK character? I think that's what I was saying, right? Hello, new here. Saw your thumbnail. I like your beautiful and awesome looking model. I want to check out the stream and see what you're about. Trion, hello, welcome in. I'm really shocked if people are actually being recommended the stream, and if you like the thumbnail, thank you. I am an artist VTuber and Arknights beginner. So recently this is actually my side channel. My main channel is mainly Arknights gameplay. And on the side channel, it's a lot of personal branding work and chit-chatting and just having fun with the community, but welcome, I hope you enjoy your stay. Mentor's laughing in the background somewhere. No, Mentor wants to kill me, probably. Mentor meets up with me, and he's like, you're not doing enough shorts, and I really wish that I could hit you with a really, really, really large stick. I think the current peak of your viewer count per day was when you did the daily poll shorts. Dang. My mentor's totally gonna kill me. Okay, so we are going to be doing our best to push out the shorts, right? We're gonna be doing our best to push out the shorts, because it is what, you know what? It's what he says is that it's what gets you more people who find your content in general. So we'll see if we can do that. Feature Senpai as Homer Simpson. Oh dear. Mentor unironically might be watching, never know about him. Does he know about the side channel? I mean, I know he knows it exists, but does he know the link? I don't know. Well, people love Gamba. True, I need to make evergreen content of, like, the crazy Gamba that we've done. They're pushing shorts more and more, because they've not been included in the view edits, so algorithm be-rhythmin. Unironically, I just had another short show, and it involves Mountain. I need to do that too. I need to make shorts about Mountain. To my jeopardy, but still. You were averaging 1 to 2K views per day during that time frame. I really need to make shorts, don't I? I'll DM him the stream now so he'll know. No, please don't. He's gonna be mad. Look, I'm doing what he wants, okay? I'm downloading the things that make the clips, and I'm doing the best I can. The Mountain shorts are funny. I didn't see any of your shorts before, but I started watching when your streams were recommended to me a lot. I'm glad that they were recommended to you. Out for blood, I'll help where I can when I have more time on my hands. Basically, like, you're doing what he wants at a glacial pace. I'm trying to speed it up. I genuinely, I downloaded the thing he wanted me to download, and I'm doing my best to make things quicker. And you know what? That tool has, like, a scheduler, so I can do my best to schedule. Basically, you guys, if you make clips of the stream, be very, what's the word? Feel free to be very liberal and generous with the Clips channel in our Discord. Feel free to be very, very liberal and generous with it. Feel free to go crazy. I'll grab things, I'll try to throw them on the channel, I'll try to use them to the best of my ability. Not so much stuff here, but, like, main channel stuff. Feel free to go crazy with the clips. Feel free to just go absolutely wild with clipping. New video idea for mentors starts having scuff moments. Are people getting shorts recommended on YouTube mobile? I don't know that I've ever had any short recommended on desktop. I know that your homepage will recommend them to you. You should use memes people make too, with their permission. You have some hilarious and talented members. That is very true. We have some members of the Discord who really go out of their way to make some very, very well-edited videos, and if they'll let me, I'll post them on the main channel with their permission and credit. Once I had to turn off the YouTube short option to only send it to subs. If unchecked, the short gets recommended to unsubbed folk, thus more people might see it, but don't quote me on that. Oh, I did hear about that. The thing is, though, like, okay, the thing with the YouTube short, don't send it to subs, I feel like you need it sent to subs to get that initial boost to show YouTube that there are people who are interested in the content in general. Just like whatever it is, that your content in general is liked by someone. And I would imagine that kind of like starts it rolling, but I don't know. Fun fact, there's a live pop-up store coming in October. Place very near where I live. Hire them as your video editor? Wait, what? Well, that's cool. I wish the clips I threw up were actually clipped to the point they could be uploaded as is, but still need to be trimmed a bit. That is totally fine. That is totally fine. I'm doing my best to learn how to do that better. Virgil and Stockler videos are art, and THLBH with the GIF. Very fair. Feel free to use my cheese wheel spinner for promotion. I can keep doing, like, what was it? We got a crazy amount of people in the Discord because I made a YouTube community post and it was people freaking out that I didn't know that you could, auto the stages, multiplicatively. That you could choose multiple numbers to auto the stages. And I was like, so, our Discord is very active due to my absolute stupidity, and then like 10 people joined. Darn, I'm not the 100 subscriber, no worry. Hello, Starbaker, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Wasn't that a short? It was just a community post. I don't know how to make a short out of a still image. Other people probably know how, I'm not really sure how. I recommend putting the right hashtag in the shorts titles. It helps me a lot, but as long as it's relevant to the content. I mean, I'm always doing... I think I'm always at it. Well, okay, now I have to check. I might not have been doing that. I'm actually gonna write a note to myself about that one. Hang on. Let me write a quick note to myself there. Check shorts hashtags are being used. Alright. Mine are just made using that tool I DM'd you a while ago, generating the clips straight out of the VOD without downloading the full thing first. I need to download that thing. But, okay, I need to download that thing, but I think I need to get, like, I think I need to get another storage disk or something. Because I was saving some highlights on Twitch itself, and it said that I'm at 98 out of 100 hours for highlights. Which is not good. So I think I need to get, like, another terabyte storage thing, specifically for streams. In case you were curious about what the VCs are like, they're full of people, but nobody ever talks. It's a library. What? Wait, is that true? I've been meaning to ask how the VCs are going. I'm liking what I'm watching, so I subscribed to your channel. Looking forward to future streams. Thank you, Trion. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. There are a lot of people getting recommended the side channel stream. That is incredible. Hey, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Starlight. I'm a prismatic VTuber. Right now, I'm kind of in, like, just chatting mode somehow. I was supposed to be working on panels, but it's a fun time, and we are happy to have you here. Can't believe you mentioned data storage with KLMX here. He's drooling getting links together for you now, I'm sure. I don't want to deal with, like, giant briefcases of storage, you know? I like things that are small and handheld and don't take up, like, an entire, cabinet. The one that I really like is the, I have the Western Digital, I think. I have like a 2 terabyte Western Digital. I need to pick up another one of those, I think. I feel like those are the best. I love to chat, heck yeah! Maybe the fall stream start caught YouTube's attention. Aroma's the mute. People talk, Aroma drives trains. Noted. I think we should put external HDD on Star's Throne. I need to figure out, like, what I actually need to be doing, what I need to have. Because the thing is, I'm like, oh, you know, all the VODs are just automatically on YouTube, so I'm okay, but I should know better than that that's not always the case. I really just need to make sure that I keep the record for the Arknights ones, so that I can keep making, shorts and everything, and just sort of being able to, like, see the journey over time, you know? I'm a big yapper, but don't want to yap by myself. That's what streams are for. That's very fair. The notepad returns. I think the side channel is recommended more because it has a high viewer count compared to the existence of its size. Interesting, interesting. That is an interesting concept. I wonder if it's the same with the main channel, because, like, the main channel, I think, like, we have I'm very, very happy that we are at, like, you know, 2.5K. That's amazing to me. I would have never pictured that. But in the general zeitgeist of YouTube, I'm still aware that that's, like, fairly small. So I'm kind of wondering what YouTube thinks about that situation as well. They're automatically there until YouTube decides they aren't there anymore. Yeah, that's a thing, right? I should know that nothing is forever. Thank you for all the hard work helping our stupid fox. Hey! Come on now. See the journey, feel the cringe once you make it into a year, and you feel our pain. MG, I felt your pain 2 weeks after. I felt your pain 2 weeks after watching my first stream, and I was looking at it like, oh dear God, these people have patience. 2 weeks later, I could already feel the pain. I still have your old art stream for old commissions, still safe kept in big hecking HDD. There you go. It's like how, what was it? If you have 10 viewers on Twitch, you're in the top 20%. Yeah, it's crazy. When can we expect your silent movie debut? Oh my gosh, you guys want to make me the next Charlie Chaplin or something. It's stupid, not stupid. It's different, don't worry. Okay, fair enough. I think YouTube got ruined by big numbers. Here's the image. You currently have a big schoolroom size of students yap at you. I honestly can't boggle having thousands. I can't either. I feel like if you're at like HoloLive level or like, or DugDug level, at that point, what I've learned is that, from the same mentor, right? You start out streaming to nobody, and you have like sort of that awkward situation where you have to talk in case someone comes in and there's discrepancy in the numbers. So then you have to learn how to talk by yourself. Then you start getting people in, and then you can sort of like riff on chat a little bit. And then you get larger and larger, and you get to the point that you can't keep up with chat anymore, and then you have to go back to talking to yourself, which is the skill that you had to build when you first started out. So, for example, if anyone's seen the video of Ludwig where he starts from scratch, and he's so used to riffing off his chat that when he didn't have a chat, he didn't know what to do. He was really struggling because he wasn't sure how to interact without a chat. But when you are at a huge level, you also have to interact the same way as if you don't have the chat there as well. It's kind of weird. YouTube Studio does have an old-timey grainy filter. Speaking of another YouTube thing, make sure to turn off auto-dubbing. I think it's by video upload. Ugh, it's annoying. You know what's sad though? I don't support the AI, and I don't support the like automatic auto-dubbing without people's consent. However, I do have to admit, it is kind of nice to finally be able to understand some of those Chinese art tutorials that I keep looking at. For the most part, I don't like it. Thank you very much for oh, Prism's in the way! Get out of the way, Prism! You're blocking the Thank you very much for subscribing, I appreciate it. Oh goodness, Prism, you're always in the way, I swear. Yeah, I don't necessarily approve of it. On the other hand, there's a lot of art tutorials I can finally understand, which is somewhat nice. I still don't necessarily like it, though. I'm always scared to join small streamers with no viewers. They might talk to me. Yeah, I can also understand, like, from the viewer perspective, it would kind of be awkward to, like, be in one of those streams where you're the only person there, because then you kind of feel like this pressure on you to keep talking to the streamer, and I can understand that not everybody wants that situation. Because if you're the only one there, then you kind of feel like, oh, I have to keep talking to the streamer because the streamer sees me as, like, their one viewer. I can also understand from that perspective. It does sound weird. Now we need to have you start quoting old Charlie. Jeez. Was that this channel or the main channel? What do you mean? The auto dubbing? I think it's just a thing that everyone's getting experience, like, hit it with. Don't bully to Prism? I'm not bullying Prism, it's just that Prism is in the way of the new subscriber alert, that's all. I can't believe you talked to Prism like that. Oh my gosh, she's fine. Do you want her back? Oh god, okay. Was that this channel or the main channel? Oh, actually, wait, that's a good question. I don't actually know. Wait, I haven't actually created a difference between this channel or the main channel. Huh. I just realized the sub alert could come from either, and I don't have a way of knowing. Stop bullying Prism. Oh my gosh, okay, fine. Here, she's back. Are you happy? Oh my gosh, you guys. Are you good? You good? This is gonna be like, what is the situation where, like, some streamers are like, my cat is more popular than me, except it's gonna be like, Prism is more popular than me. Adding that to the list? You guys keep mentioning a list, but I haven't seen any list, so... That explains why the subscriber count is so low? What do you mean? Prism is the streamer and you the mascot. Aww. The backlash was instant. Oh my gosh, you guys. Remember, the cat is the best gremlin, her owner is sweet, but she steals the show. I've added it to the record of star crimes I'm keeping. Are you actually? Are you actually? Also, MJ, thank you for pointing out the main channel. I appreciate that. Also, we do... I'm still stupid. I told myself to make the Discord shout out, and I don't think I did it. Now I have to write it in all caps to make sure that I add it to Stream Elements. I'm sorry. That could be a command? Yeah, that's true. Okay, main channel command as well. can also do side channel command. Discord ska. Another for the notepad? Now, here's the thing. Do you guys all have individual notepads, or are you all sharing one giant notepad? Like, that's the real question, right? Discord no work. See, this is what I have my mod for. Cause my mod knows that I don't know how to do things correctly. Oh. Mod someone is spamming like spam them. We have a secret shared Google Doc? Uh-huh, okay. I will not share my notepad on the yummy paper. Newbie, what do you think of, like... What do you think of food that, like, other creatures eat? Entry number 2, forgetting Prism design, neglectful art brother. Wait, are you're actually keeping track, aren't you? Wait, that's kind of terrifying. I'm curious, like, Newbie, do you, like, what is your opinion of, like, a cupcake? Or, like, an apple? Goodness. Someday I really want to... I'm not good with thinking. Star September 25 KOB side story. Real question, what about edible paper? There you go. Sub to the other channel too? Thank you, Tryon. I appreciate that. Lesser foods compared to the greatness of the candy necklace. I'll eat those too in the box they came in. Okay, so we... Always toilet Akari Gabriel stream 2025 50 times. Oh, the thing is, I know the timestamps are there, but I have a really hard time believing that. I know, like, the timestamps are there, but I have such a hard time believing it. Oh. Necklace is the holy grail all the Stargazers quest for. You can't have them in the... count them in the meme video? Oh, the poll is ongoing? Oh yeah, it is. Server tag still won. How many people... 31 votes, okay, I'm surprised by that. Server tag still won, so we're gonna also ask in the Discord, but it seems like server tag is going to win. I think we can probably end the poll at this point, though. I am wondering, pull up the Oi video on stream, that'll be funny. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. Yes, Star, the truth is hardest to believe. Follow the madness of almighty Prism, we have cookies. Wait, what does that entail? What the heck does that entail? I don't even know what the other option is. The other option was colorful names. Star listening to... what? Danza Kudoro? What? What are you talking about? What is that? It's a train roll. UPS bringing Star's cheese delivery. I mean, I am waiting on a package today that I hope will come today. It's supposed to be a figurine of Vulpus. That would be nice. Some of the timestamps are 1 second off. They're actually real. Sunda-san Danza Kudoro? I'll take note of that, I suppose, but that is making me nervous for sure. I thought the sound was a train. I thought I had another video playing. You bought one? I did, yes. I did. I was like, you know what? There is no figurine of Suzerain, so I wanna see if I can grab this before it becomes impossible to find later. Aren't the names already colorful? They are. It's like some weird, it allows them to be like gradient and stuff, you know? Specifically the refrain. Oh dear. There should be one though. There should. I'm tempted to like make a custom one someday. I'm tempted to make a custom one. There is Suzerain figure. They are all fan-made. They are all fan-made. Speaking of cheese, I had a fine and tasty piece of mountain cheese. Berg, I'm gonna mispronounce that. I'm afraid to even say that. Want to bite the names? I don't know how you're going to do that. But yeah, I didn't know there was an official Vulpus one. There is an official Vulpus one. There's not an official Suzerain one. The official Vulpus one, I believe, is from the, Carnival event. But there is not one for Suzerain, which is kind of confusing to me because it does seem that that figure line has, like, almost everybody that I can tell. I mean, they have, like, Suzerain's extremely popular, so I'm really not sure why that doesn't exist. There's one of Viviana too. There's one of Scotty. There's one of Isusia, but or Isusie, sorry. For some reason there isn't one of Suzerain? I'm surprised. Actually, I'd rather have a Fumo. You want an Aroma figurine? Aroma Fumo would be interesting, I think. Hey, to leave? I feel bad, need to rest. Have a great day and enjoy the stream. Yeah, do what you need to do. I hope that you feel better, Tryon, and again, welcome in, welcome in. I hope to see you around sometime, but definitely get some rest. Maybe the tails are too hard? I mean, it didn't stop the fan artist, though. We can make use of that in making mountain cheese memes. You got the Amiya Nendo, and the rest come tomorrow. Nice, nice. I need to take a picture of the. I need to take a picture of so many things. I need to take a picture of Frost Nova for sure. And part of me also like. I need to not have so many crow thoughts. I need to not have so many crow thought ideas. A banner would be great since star is perfect 4 letters. Also the Stargazer's version of the SPQR banner. I don't know what that is. Hello, hello, Charming Falcon. Welcome in, welcome in. I'll be in for my usual 90 seconds to show support back in another 2 weeks. Charming Falcon, I always appreciate you stopping in the streams. I still really, I know that you're super, super busy and going to be even busier. So the fact that you pop in for 90 seconds, it still means a lot to me. So thank you and welcome in. Take pictures, switch to, yeah, I need to do a lot of those things. Crow Thoughts? Crow Thoughts is basically, our name for when I have when there's too many shiny objects. When I'm too distracted by different things I want to do. AKA is like 350 operators, I'm not sure if they have them all. I don't think they do, but I'm just surprised because Suzerain 6-star, a little bit on the older side. I thought she would have a figure by now. Pull up the old concepting sheets. Everyone thinks you did a lot of concepting panel work in this stream is big brain now that I think about it. Yes, look at all the work we did today. SPQR was the banner of ancient Rome. Stargazers use STAR. Oh dear. Mr. Newton coming in and out like Batman, true hero in my book. A regular star moment. There is, if you look at the Discord, Vesa does have like, he's made like 2 versions of a video where I drew a really quick sketch of like Crow Thoughts, and then he set it to music. And it's just kind of the joke because of my wings and everything. I'm not part crow, but it visually works. Look on Star's face, far left, one down, is making me chuckle. Wait, this one? The Streamloots thing? Body is fox, brain is crow. Isn't Shiny Fascination more of a magpie thing? Crow thoughts immediately bring to mind a murder for me. Oh, jeez. I mean, Shiny is more of a Corvid in general thing. If not Crow, why Wing? Raoul, have you read the lore? Please tell me he set it to ye olde escape music. I forget what he set it to now. I can't remember all of it. I mean, Crow, Magpie, either really works, to be honest. Technically, my wings fit a magpie more. If you've ever looked at a magpie's wings, they are, like, rainbow iridescent. They are literally rainbow. Have you ever looked at a magpie up close? They actually have iridescent rainbow wings. I would look closer to a magpie. But a lot of people don't know what magpies are, so Crow is easier to say. Crows can collect shiny things and be trained to hunt money and coins. Yes, exactly. For whole plays AK, of course they don't read. Rainbow Trout is rainbow. Are we really doing this again? Really, guys? Come on. We don't need to do this again. I said the first version of Mario 64 Racing song, and the second was a metal song I made in that one music software I used to play around with. Oh, okay. Crow is in the burb? Yes, Crow is in the burb. Stars a magpie, she steals our luck? I do not steal your luck! I specifically need to work on an emote that is about, like, creating... Need to work on a gotcha emote. Apologize to the rainbow trout. Pesky magpie, they nest across the street. At least they scare away the pigeons. There you go. I don't... Justice for the trout. Beach Crow takes those things most precious, where he claims found, not stolen. Your luck in Arknights is stealing my luck in Star Rail? That doesn't even make sense! You cannot blame me for that! You literally stole the exact AK pull of Blaze and UI did. You can't tell me you didn't borrow our luck in the very least. Newbie, how could I have stolen it if you got it? That doesn't make sense. How could I have stolen it if you got... I thought that we basically agreed after the VVV banner that I was pretty much at, like, standard at this point. I thought we basically agreed that I've basically been, like, driven to standard now. Reminder when someone trained crows to steal money for bread and candy crumbs. Does that sound familiar? Oh. You copied it then? And yet we all suffer? No? I don't think it was Star's fault. I do feel better blaming my back-to-back 50-50 loss. If pulling isn't owning, copying isn't luck stealing. What the heck? That's a why? Why would you even go in that direction? I mentioned the Beachcomber / Beach Crow before, one of the hours, gods, and cultism, the epitome of crow brain. I do remember you mentioning that, yes. Wait, so, okay, Dat Cranky, you think there's some connection between crows exchanging with candy crumbs? Oh dear. Tabby cat? I'm not a cat at all. You can't just add random animals whenever you feel like it, Raoul. The council has spoken, Starlight committed a crime. I'm genuinely curious now if you guys do have some secret shared Google Doc. Probably because it's a direction to go in? Does every animal have its own hour? Those ears are more Sphinx cat? I am a fox, guys. I'm not a cat. Very different. Very, very different. Which is ironic because I was actually helping somebody with a consultation yesterday, and they originally wanted to go the direction of a fox VTuber, and then we talked it out, and then I was like, what's your favorite animal? And they're like, oh, it's a cat. And I'm like, why are you not a cat then? And they're like, okay. You can't just add animals, but things are fine? What do you mean things are fine? We're not getting any work done? I don't have any ideas. I don't have any ideas. I am drawing blanks. Messing with Starlight on stream makes a Monday better. Why am I not a cat or a shrimp? I've literally drawn you as a cat before. I've literally drawn you as a cat. What are you talking about? The primordial amount of upset that builds as someone calls Star Cat. You're clearly Ron, she's a zebra. Of all the animals to pick, you chose the black and white one. animals. Store you tabby cat shaped cement mixer. Get some ideas then. Okay, okay. What? If we worked on a Discord banner or an icon or a whatever, how would this? What do you think would be good? And no, I'm not taking cheese suggestions. What's wrong with black and white? There's nothing wrong with black and white, but as you can see visually, unless you have me in grayscale mode, I am very much not black and white. If you're colorblind, your prismatic gradients look like zebra stripes. Make it funny like my old YouTube one. Who are the raid ups? What? Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean by that, MG? Never mind, Starlook in general? What? 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 What did you guys... What the heck? Why? Why would you do that? Are you trying to turn me into a mime? What is this? What the heck is wrong with you guys? If you're new here and you're curious as to what the heck they're doing to me, MG beat me to it. DHLPH, please. I don't want to be used for propaganda. I genuinely don't want to be used for propaganda. Please don't use me for propaganda. Please don't do this. And you guys wonder why I start drawing blanks. It's not propaganda, that's the British Starlight, this is the French one, so it's looking much like... What is wrong with you all? Look at the bright side, Star, that is how dogs see you. I'm pretty sure dogs don't see me with, my makeup on, no. Why do you keep drawing me? So about the banner, yes. So about the banner. Oh my god, I feel like Fessa now. So yeah, about the banner. What do you guys think you want to do for the banner? We need to take advantage of the banner. What are we doing for the banner? Yes, exactly, Vessa, thank you. Exactly where my head was going. I don't know what to, I've never been so stuck not knowing what to draw. What? I can't even put a pen and chest right in the banner. No. An animated Starlight logo with a little prism, There's gotta be- I gotta be smarter about this. There's gotta be something I can do. I just gotta figure it out what I need to turn off the Discord! I can't deal with this. I can't look at the Discord while streaming, you guys are horrible. Like what you done so far? Let's keep it like this with Elizabeth's info. Oh my gosh. And you guys wonder why we get nothing done. You don't think that has anything to do with you guys? You don't think that anything... There's no reason for this? Oh my gosh. I can't think straight. I've lost all the brain cells. I am at 0 sanity. I am at completely 0 sanity now. I don't know what's happening. I can't think at all. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. I need to unnerf myself so you can just see more of my bewilderment and frustration. I feel like I need to have a 3D version of myself just so I can put my hands in my face. We're apparently getting more done than you. Looking at all the art happening on Discord. I think this stream should be renamed to Monday Madness with Chat. Plugged from the No Brain Cells Left Club star. Let's eat the table. Oh. And here I thought we'd be restoring your sanity. Seeing more of your despair is what we're here for. Are you kidding me? See, this is why I don't think a silent stream could work, because you would never allow it to be silent. Clearly it's Prism's fault. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think I would, okay. I'm trying to think of something, but I can't, like, think while talking. It doesn't work for me. Like, if I need to think of an art idea, I need to go into, like, absolute, like, catatonic, like, cannot... I don't know anymore. We're restoring Rome. Room pronounced Rome. I join and the first thing I hear is 0 sanity. Babylon, I've lost all, I've lost the ability to can. I can't think while talking. Streamer who talks as a job. Yeah, exactly. Do you see the connection now? Do you see the problem? Do you understand? Do you understand the issue at hand? Is it now making sense? Star's the person that turns the radio off. Crying. I'm crying. I came back, are you trying to teach us geometry? This was supposed to be a rough... Alright. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I wanted to make a cool thing, and now I don't know how. The banner's abstract art again. We're doing- no, there's no math involved. Do you know what a rectangle is? You can have a bunch of bunnies trying to escape through the window. Why? It's a warehouse because the circle is the moon? Huh? I was about to ask you to explain that, and then I realized there's no point in asking you to explain that. I was trying to think of something cool, and I just can't think of anything cool. I'll still say Prism should be on the banner as a warning and a promise. We already have the emote and in the stream. Do we really need her on the banner that way? She can be, like, cute on the banner, but she doesn't always have to have this expression. Let's break it down first. Wait, you didn't even tag me! That's not me, Vessa! What theme do you want for the banner? Serious, funny, very elegant, and well-drawn? Simple art, what do you want? Honestly, I don't know, because I originally had in mind panels. And I don't even think I've looked at many banners to know what people have normally. Too many stars here now. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Abandon all sanity for sure. I don't know. That's not an answer, dang it. I don't know. Okay. Let's just start there. You're right. Let's just start there. Should the banner be regular style or chibi? Why don't we just start there? If we start there, then we can do a thing, and I'll make a poll. Banner. Regular, elegant, or, chibi cutesy. Did I spell things right? I did not spell things right. Alright, let's see if that works. A lot of banners I see are the VTuber logo and a little emote. That's boring. Just the name? That's boring. Come on, we can do better than that. Watch it end up 50-50. What is easier for your hand? It's not really a matter of that. I'm gonna suffer no matter what. Either way. Impressionist. Oh, it's literally 50-50. Are you? It's literally 50-50, okay. Can't chibi be elegant? I mean, it's a completely different vibe, honestly. Are you guys, like, you guys, please don't tell me you're intentionally trying to keep it at 50-50. Don't do that. Let's not do that. Elegant will take longer, but I can always double these up, right? Like, I can always, double these for, like, the YouTube stuff, too. This is a divide indeed. It is a divide! Why? This is a banner for the channel. It was, like, I'm thinking banner for the Discord, and then, like, I could also expand it to the channel. I could do, I could expand it to the channel as well, if that makes a difference in what you say. Even if we have a temporary one, it's okay for now. It could be, like, super rough, yeah. But if it's, like, the, we could have the channel one be the same one as the Discord one, so that it's, like, very clear which Discord you're in, right? If you're just joining the Discord for the first time. I don't know. Does that make sense? Put you in a Wendy's hat as my manager, and that scenario came up with that time. I still love that. I still think that's the best banner. If the server name is the Atelier and it's themed as we are in the Atelier, maybe the banner could be an image of the Atelier atop the mountain. I want to try to avoid landscape pictures. I think. Channel should be more professional. If only Discord, then it can be wacky. What if I do, like... Would this be a silly idea if I did, like, a more professional version for the regular YouTube and then, like, chibified the exact same artwork for the Discord? Would that be weird? Like, it's the same piece, but in two different styles? Would that be strange? And I said what I mean on Discord images section. Wait, I think I might have missed your first message? If you had one? Make an example in Paint real quick? Wait, I'm missing something. I missed a context. But sure, yeah, put whatever you'd like in the images section, within reason. Please, no propaganda. Which apparently I now have to say from now on? When you join Star's Discord cult, nothing makes sense. It is more work, but it wouldn't be that much work because everything would already be picked at one point, you know? Elegant yet simple drawing of Star interacting with the generic stargazers within the Atelier. Interesting. You must have candy necklace, explosion, and black dragon food. At some point, we'll have, like, a background of the... We'll do, like... Someday I want to get to the point where I could just have just chatting in, like, a way that actually makes sense. And then we'll just have the background be, like, either the cafe or the or the workshop or something, and we'll just like decorate it to the nines. Someday we'll do that. I think that would be fun. I've always been jealous of people who have like the really detailed backgrounds of their room, you know? I want to do something like that at some point. And then we can put in all the stupid references that you guys want. Please, no propaganda is a wild statement for an art stream. I try to be like completely non-political, completely safe for work, completely like inoffensive, and yet these guys sometimes have other ideas. Can you make your French impression? I don't have a French impression. Check the images channel? Okay, that is cute. Is that for the Discord? Would that be for the Discord? Wait, I don't actually, wait, there's like the transparency trick is interesting here. So wait, are we thinking like... Maybe the YouTube channel should Okay. We have 2 YouTube channels, right? So, main YouTube channel needs something that's like more professional. And side channel, we could just repeat the art. Side channel, we could just repeat the art. Because the Atelier channel is more about Stargazers than Arknights, right? So that could actually make sense. So side is mainly Stargazers. And it can be silly and chibi. If you do a super detailed background for just chatting, you'll become addicted to it, and then you'll change the background every month. Actual time sync machine. I hate how you're probably right. I just really like making props. That's the problem. I don't like making interiors. I don't like making interior architecture. But I really like making props, and before I was doing AK stuff, and before I was even on Irium, I was making a lot of VTuber props, and I miss doing that, because I just really like drawing props and food and things. I just really like drawing that. That may or may not have also been why we drew up a lot of the Atelier Cafe food, is because someday that would be nice to draw as a prop. I just really like food. I really like the visuals of food. Aroma, jeez. You like drawing food, like cheese? Oh my gosh. I mean, personally, I prefer drawing desserts, but you know, that's just me. Put cheese there. Just a nice little place to chill and relax. I like the idea of all the Stargazers in the banner. I could probably do something fun with that. I could... Cheesecake, then? Sure. Sure. Cheesecake is fine. Cheesecake has a lot of variety. You can do a lot of different types of cheesecakes. You could have said that you like drawing. Are you saying cheese cannot be a dessert? Bad take. I mean, it typically isn't, and I was actually looking for examples of where it would be, but I couldn't find one, aside from a version where it is just a cheesecake. I couldn't find, like, a cheese-themed dessert that wasn't just a cheesecake. Cheesecake and cinnamon rolls are my weakness. What about cream cheese frosting? That's always good. With cinnamon rolls? That's always good. Must spin the wheel and then do cheesecake designs based on what cheese is selected, so says the Lord. I I just put something in stream chat to join the more productive than star at the moment club. What? What are you guys doing? I would stop eating the cash register for some cheesecake and cinnamon rolls. I'll take you up on that. I will 100% take you up on that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that, newbie. Let's have an exchange. I include cheesecake and you stop eating the register. Just remember I need to consult on Stargazer idea. I'll ask as soon as stream ends. Yeah, feel free to post it in the art channel or chat channel for Illusionari or whatever it is. Also, if you guys have like a fully finished design, like Newbie Reaper did, feel free to post it in the art channel with the little condition to have it added to the compendium. Deal? All right, heck yeah. I'll add a cheesecake. I will add a cheesecake. Blue cheese cheesecake would either be vile or divine. Let's take the gamble. Oh, like a raspberry cheesecake. That would be so good. Strawberry cheesecake, raspberry cheesecake, something with a berry, for sure. Make it a Japanese style cheesecake? What does that entail? What is a Japanese style cheesecake? Is that when it's like all the different types in one arrangement? I forget now. Potato cheese. Dessa, you just like saying the word potato. It's without the biscuit / bottom. Oh? It's most certainly going to be a solid no. Do not feel bad for denying the idea. You know, throw it out there. Throw it out. Today we randomly solved the Atelier economic crisis. I love how you're the one saying that. Like, you have full control over not eating the money, and yet you're just like... You literally sent a cheesecake comparison that had the Japanese cheesecake? What do you mean I sent a cheesecake comparison? I didn't send anything. What are you talking about? And ever since then, have we now had the cookie or chocolate coins as currency? I don't know at that point. I know I quickly drew up like a little star-shaped cookie, and then people said that they were going to use it as both currency and throwing stars. So now I'm not sure what to do. Newbie needs the money to stop inflation. He's doing a public service. Why are you eating Money Star? Didn't you say you need it for more candy necklaces? There is only one necklace, and it's not candy. There's, I don't know what you guys are doing with the cookie, but if there was one, it would probably look like that. Cookie coin going to the moon. Join Discord to invest now. Oh. Okay. I like the idea with all the stargazers here. I'm not sure what the ratio is for a Discord banner, to be honest, but I like where the idea is going. I'm just sort of like, what is the... you can't have transparency in a Discord banner, can you? I don't think you can. I haven't seen it anyway. I posted the cheesecake in general? Okay. I'm going to have a time going through the channels after stream, aren't I? I'm gonna have a time with this, I feel. Alright, we could do, like, some sort of decorative thing on the border that kind of resembles the necklace. Have some cool fancy border thing here, maybe. I'll seriously have to look up how they do the banner. Prism has to be there at some form. You can make it glassy? Would that count? What do you mean, make it glassy? I lost what you were referring to here when you say make it glassy. It wasn't you who posted it? Oh, okay. There you go. I'm trying to think of, like, how I could incorporate myself in Prism into this piece, but I don't really know. Dang, how do we get, like... I don't want to just cover the whole thing in food, because that is just gonna confuse people. I don't know what I'm doing. Please have Crystal Apple Stargazer. She's the pink one. She's in there. There's only 6 of them. There's the pink one. I don't know what I'm doing. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. Why do they all have to press Sunday comic newspaper faces? I don't know. Because I don't know what I'm doing today. Because I've lost a lot of ability to understand things today. So I don't know. All I know is that there's 7 of them. And somewhere there's cheesecake. And somewhere there's a prism. And somewhere there's a me. And that's as far as I've gotten. They look like Dilbert employees? Oh my gosh, fine! Good enough? May there be a chocolate donut? Sure, why not? Are we just... one or more donut. I don't know what we're doing with the food now. Donut? Cheesecake? Maybe raspberry? Or strawberry? No potatoes. These at least all have the theme of being desserts. Cookies? I don't want it to turn into a bakery. We do have a bakery. We do have a cafe, but that is not the entire atelier. I need to incorporate other things related to... Okay, I just need to, like, add multiple atelier-related things so that it doesn't all just feel like the opening to the cafe. You don't enter the atelier through the cafe, you enter through the front door. Draw a map to show us what's all in the atelier. Okay, I don't have, like, a good map, but essentially this is how you can think about it. You've got, like, your front door here. You've got your side. This is one room. This is... Alright, there's, like... It's kind of broken up like this. Alright, this is basically, like, workshop. This is... my own room with prism. In the back, there is a lot of... it's supposed to be for the bunnies, but I think that you guys probably... I can't believe I just did that. I'm half looking. I don't know what's in the burrows. That's a you guys thing. I don't do burrow stuff. It's not actually... I don't deal with the burrows. That's on you guys. I literally don't enter the burrows. You and Prism share a room? Yeah, she has, like, a little bed. Raspberry with lemon infusion, cinnamon dusting, and crystallized sugar necklace. Yes on the sugar, no on the necklace. But that does sound really good with raspberry and lemon and cinnamon. That does sound good. Prism is to star like Spike is to Twilight Sparkle. That's not a bad comparison, to be honest. Alright, we've got workshop, cafe is here. This is the deck. Because well, there's probably other thing. Library is on this side. This is sort of like, I don't know, there's a good amount of stargazing here. Should probably start moving things around a little bit. Cafe has terrace here. There's, I think, this is usually the board that I have for wishes. There's the gate entrance to everything here, basically. There's benches on this side. There's the fountain that you would only know from the lore. And that is a unicorn and phoenix around it. I really do need to draw this out better at some point. And then there's a bit of gardens over here. Where's the aquarium room? There's no aquarium room, Vesa! Are bunnies allowed to leave the establishment? Yes, no one is keeping you captive. Imagine the fountain differently? Like bigger? Well, none of this is to scale. None of this is to scale. Yeah, it would probably be bigger. Probably like, I don't know. I'm not drawing this to scale. And then it's not boxy like this. There's turrets and everything. I don't normally do architecture. Is this where the money you've been eating is supposed to go to? Why? You mean newbie, right? You're the aquarium, Vesa? Where's a huge model railway that takes up half the house? I imagine something like Fontana di Trevi or Fonts de Gaudy. I don't know those. No, it's a round fountain. The bunnies live on the roof? No, behind area. I haven't done a proper layout here. There's a German star in Gen Chat. Please go check it. I don't think I want to. I think I'm a little too afraid to do that. I've been drawing so much architecture. Newbie, why have you been drawing architecture? Where's the data center? What data center? Oh my gosh. You guys, you can't just ask for everything on your Christmas list here. At that point, it would be less of an atelier and more of a theme park. Where's the data center? Oh my gosh. Usually a library would take up both floors. What do you mean both floors? Oh, like an upstairs and a downstairs? Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay. It does, I just don't have the... I don't draw architecture and I don't have a floor plan, okay? I don't draw architecture and I don't have a floor plan. Yes, it is 2 floors, except I have the workshop in the front. Where's the river? What do you mean, river? Are you talking about, like, the one at the bay? That's not a... I'm so confused now. Data center is a clandestine borough facility right next to the arms factory. Workshop is where the bunnies build bombs? No! No, it is not! No, my workshop! My workshop, dang it. Where's the second cafe? Why would you need a second one? Why isn't one good enough? If there's not a river, where does my OC Stargazer do the lifeguarding? There's... we're on top of a mountain, you know. Mind the bombs fresh in the burrows. I don't know what the burrows are doing, okay? Burrows are legitimately just like, I don't know. I don't know what the burrows are. I don't know what the burrows do. But I know they're large because we're literally on top of a mountain. Classic atelier with no bathroom. Are you threatening to throw me off the mountain if I keep asking questions? Where did you get that idea? We've actually dug down far enough to reach the river Styx. You could lifeguard there. Oh my gosh. Tag team Vesa and Newbie. Your choice to put it on the mountain, our choice to lift the store and move it everywhere else. How else are we supposed to get some... What? How else are we supposed to get some customers? What do you mean move it everywhere else? Did you make like a traveling cafe that I don't know about? Where's your cityscape? What do you mean? I genuinely don't know what you mean anymore. Someday I will do a proper layout of this, but I don't normally draw architecture, so. Put wheels on it and everything? How is Moving Castle 2.0? We don't have a fire to keep it going! You have stairs to the cafe like the ones from Kung Fu Panda? What do you... huh? Maybe 1.01 still got some kinks to work out. You have a fun deck with views to a horrible swamp? This is actually lore accurate. I mean... It's like... It's kind of like... Yeah, you could technically see it from there. You could see it from there, yeah. But you can also see the north from there, which I think is a much nicer view, frankly. We borrowed a nomadic city plate. I don't think you need a nomadic city plate for a single atelier. I really don't think that's necessary. Are you turning this into a land ship? Like, what is this? It's a building on top of a mountain. The deck is facing south? It's not facing south, it's facing west, technically. Borrowed, we conquered it in the name of the Starlight Empire. Oh. Then move the mountain? We can't move the mountain. I don't even want to know where you're gonna go with that phrase. We'll embark on an expedition to the north to prove or disprove in canon if it's nicer than the swamp. Wait, what? We have a whole mountain, we're gonna need a whole place. You need help? I do architecture artwork a lot, nothing professional or good or neat, but it's a building. I might reach out to you, newbie. I might reach out to you for some basic floor plans. I actually have gigantic thrusters installed deep underground to lift the entire mountain in due time. Can we not? Can we not? Please? He says we need a nomadic city plate. We got the scraps of the war train. What? Put the mountain on a plate. How else are we going to avoid catastrophes? There's no major... There's no... Alright, let me get the... Where's the train station? How will I commute to work? You don't need to commute to work. Let me quickly do like an overview with the map as well, just because I don't think a lot of people know the map direction either. Also, we're going to instigate catastrophe. Let's not do that. No, let's not have that. So we basically have north, south, East-west. Basically have your dragons here. Basically have the atelier is essentially here. You've got like your main foresty area here. There's a bit of a town here. At least the one I've been able to access. There's a beach area here. And then this is more of a volcanic region. And then this little area here is where all the bad stuff happens and we don't go there. What if the Dark Dragon comes back? Are we gonna move the cafe? I hope that doesn't ever happen again. Hang on, wait. I have to just, yeah. They're the good dragons. Where's the helipad? It would be unfair if you're the only one that can fly. I don't know. You're looking for the 999 and 3/4 platform station. Unfortunately, the 9 3/4 platform is claimed already. I don't believe in good dragons. There are good dragons. No, stargazers can't necessarily fly. Bad. Gosh, blank. No. Bad blank. No. Don't go there. Where's the anti-dragon battery? What? The helicopters are stargazer floating hands and spinning really fast. You don't need to fly, you're a bunny, you just jump good. You guys have like more stamina than I do, that's for sure. We have a jetpack to— See, Hero, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Don't start. I know what you're doing. Don't think I'm not onto you. Don't think I'm not onto you. I know what you're doing. Don't think I'm not onto you. If you leave north of the Atelier, do you land on the volcano? What? No. Oh my gosh. Jetpack or candy necklace? Choose star. The fate of the world is in balance here. Firework rockets are basically jetpacks, so you aren't too flammable. I feel like you've already utilized fireworks. I don't know why, but I have a hunch that you've already used it. Am I wrong? I feel like that's come up in the past. I'm just suggesting a jetpack. What are you implying? I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. What's north of the Atelier? I dare not travel further. There's also the option of the glow-in-the-dark forehead sticker. What are you saying? There's a reason I got industrial supply of fire extinguishers. You may need to put in a second order. No Definitely got an expedition north. I don't think that is a necessary thing. Oh dear. There you go. You guys have gotten more lore in one stream than in like every stream combined. All because I was having a hard time articulating things about the cafe. Maybe you said Slusher was southeast? No, it's actually like northwest. Stars are hidden secrets up north, we gotta uncover it. We've done rigorous tests to determine some stargazers are inflammable enough to join the air Corps. Why does it sound like something from Portal? What's the lore for the middle? The lore for the middle is all the bad things that is the reason that we are far away from it. We grow potato in the gardens. What is it with you and potatoes? I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that it's just because it's a funny word to you, but is there anything further other than it's just a funny word? I remember one of the Stargazers was a farmer. Are you referring to the berry one? We do have an ongoing partnership with Aperture Science and Raytheon. I'm not a potato. Potato's a magic word that makes you mad. Oh my gosh. Articulating big words. Can't wrap my head around it. Can you remind me where the kitchens are supposed to be again? Technically behind the cafe. Technically run by Stargazers, although I don't really know how successful that's going to be now. Do we have a chaos breach in our world? Something like that. I genuinely do like potato dishes. You like to say it like an early 2000s Hot Topic user. You like to say it in the ironic meme fashion. I know that's why you say it. Discord update, you're now Miss Worldwide. What does that mean? Huh? We do not go to the weird void. 'Tis a silly place. It's just, it's not good. It's not healthy. It's not a good area to be in. It's not healed properly. Where's the hallucinator? I don't know! I don't know! It's probably in the north. The dragons seem to have most things fit together. It's probably in the north, if I had to guess. Vesa! Oh. Look in general? I don't know if I want to look in general. I'm a little afraid to look in general. Do you know you can make the Discord link to your Discord server be something like /Starlight instead of... Yeah, that is... Okay, let me write that down to do that as well. Yeah, you are right. I can do that. We can do that. It's probably taken, but I can try. It would be nice if it wasn't taken. It's probably taken. But I would imagine my whole name isn't taken. I like it when I can just use Starlight. It's very clean, it's very simple, it's very easy for people. I don't like that I have to add the second part to the name. If I could just have, like, the singular word, I would. Probably not taken? Well, after stream, I'm gonna test it then. Because I would really like that. I would like to just keep it clean, keep it simple. That's why I like VGen. I signed up for VGen really early. My VGen is just VGen.co/Starlight. Clean, easy, anyone can find it. You can easily check. The potato obsession of the Python-esque grimdark comedy setting of Term 28 where the endless wars are waged over which root vegetable is best. What? Claim ownership of the Hallucinari train station? I don't know where that would go. I mean, okay, I feel like we're gonna have to reroute it because I can't let it go through this entire segment. Simply like a newbie. I see what you're doing too. I see what you're doing too. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I don't know where I definitely can't have it near a volcanic reef. Actually, well, train station near a beach. I feel like Vesa would be your best customer. com/Starlight does not go anywhere? So maybe it's available? If it's available, like, I'm grabbing it as soon as stream ends, for sure. We have subway system in the boroughs, just too big to traverse by foot. Where's the ski resort? I won't be happy if I can't ski at least once a year. Probably in the north. It's already... Oh, dang it. Well, I mean, yeah, that was... You know what I don't like? The one thing that makes my name really tricky is that you get someone who uses my name in places, not because it has anything to do with the actual concept of Starlight or stars or celestials or anything, but just because people think it's cute and fun to use. And they don't actually use it for something that would, like, be their brand, you know? I hate that. The real big downside to having a common noun as your name. It's used by a Twitch streamer and the icon of the channel is a fox? You've got to be kidding me. Of course, that would happen. Yeah, just to rub the salt in the wound. That would happen. That would definitely happen, just to rub the salt in the wound. Oh well. You lose nothing by trying anyways. Yeah, that's true, that's true. If you're really famous, people would say Star, no, it's you. So it's not a bad name. Discord seems to be less used, as the first channel had announcements from 2020. I swear, if it's one of those abandoned names. Ugh. I'll always be a little bit angry that even my Twitter name has to have an underscore under it. That will always bug me. I've even offered the person who has the non-underscore version of the name, I have offered them money to be like, hey, can you switch your username so I've got the non-underscore version? And they've never replied to me. Oh well. I'll try it. I'll see. I'll see if it's possible. If it's not, I guess we'll just go with our main name. My Twitter name is also taken. They're gone also. It's so irritating. Quite sure you can make an appeal to change your name to one that's taken if you're an active user and the other account isn't, or at least you could some time ago. That's only for people who are, like, really, really huge, right? You'd have to be at, like, Iron Mouse level to be able to do that. Discord name has to be underscore Secco, as I was already paying full Nitro when they made the change to remove the numbers. Ugh. You probably thought you were a scammer, so that could be why they didn't reply to you since then. Yeah, I mean, they had their DMs closed, so... Oh well. Alright, I forgot that this thing was still up here. I forgot the poll was still up. So, I guess we'll do our idea before, right? Where we said, we'll do, like, we'll do the main one being, like, nice and professional, and the Discord one can be silly. We'll do something like that. I'll have something. I don't know what the arrangement will be, but we'll have something where we have the Stargazers, Prism, myself, in some capacity. Maybe with food. I don't know yet. We'll come up with something, but okay. We'll do the best of both worlds. We'll work with both. And then each YouTube channel can have one or the other. Alright, I'll end the poll there. There's 7 Stargazers, must be a reference to something? Yeah. Colors. Fun fact, I checked the server a bit, and quite literally, A few months ago, someone else also wanted the name Starlight. Oh. So, wait, they also probably already reached out and was like, hey, can you open this? Ah! That's frustrating. Oh well. I knew that the chance of that was probably next to nothing. That's okay. It's my fault. It's my fault for having a single common word noun, you know? It's my fault. That's why Giga has the best branding, because no one's going to take Giga. But purple, but black, but white? Roy G. Biv! It's Roy G. Biv! There are 7 colors of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv. And then Prism is basically white furred because she kind of is like, you know, she is the everything combined. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Yes, exactly. Nobody will take your name because it's too complicated. That's, you're not wrong there. CMYK, HSV, that's not the same. That is not your natural colors. That is printing. Raoul, that is printing. Giga's not only unique, short and easy to remember, it's also the most fun VTuber name to say out loud. Yeah, I know. I get it. She is great. Sky blue with a touch of dawn orange and a red plain? What? Yeah, basically. Straight up white light. Yeah, I'm a printer. Raoul. Sky blue with a touch of dawn orange. Is that like the Terry Pratchett color magic? Is it supposed to be like purple with yellow in it or something? Please update your HP Ink subscription to keep printing. We don't use subscriptions for ink, Raoul. We don't use subscriptions for ink. Not just any printer, the really slow, loud 90s printer that lets everyone know it's printing. Oh my gosh, the Vines, with, what was their name? That did, like, there's one guy who did these Vines, and he had, like, he was, like, the biggest guy on Vine, and he had one about, like, printer ink. Explains why Raoul never seems to work correctly. No, it's not that one, Newbie. That is also my favorite one, but no, it's the guy who's like the most well known on Vine. He did like a lot of the school skits, and he had this one that was like, from the point of view of a printer. We use subscriptions for Raoul's life, and the renewal time is almost here, and I'm thinking about cancel. Jeez, Vesta. Oh my god, what was his name? I'm drawing a blank now. It wasn't the Pass Me My Keys guy. It was he was way bigger. He was like the face of Vine. And I forget his name now. And I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember what his name was. No. Let me see if I can... It's... Okay. If you type in Vine guy, first name that comes up, Thomas Sanders. Literally all I did was type in Vine guy. Vine guy, that's how I got it. Incredible. Yeah, Thomas Sanders, he was basically like the most well-known guy on Vine. Why do you keep drawing me? I don't know, because we both have stupid single one-word nouns. That's why. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't want to change my name, but sometimes I debate on changing my socials. This is how I enter my house fine, but it's Prism with Starlight's phone. Oh. Yeah, but he had this one where it was like him and then him, but it had a sign that said printer. And it was the really loud 90s one. And he's like, "Are you printing now?" And he's like, "You think I am, but no, I'm not." I debated changing mine. It's tricky. You know, social media names are a real pain to deal with. Like, a real pain to deal with. And I was debating on changing it, but I don't know. I might grab some socials as a backup. Starlight Kitsune. You know, the funny thing about that is that I couldn't use that if I wanted to, because it's one letter too long. It's one letter too long. I have debated on changing it to that. It's one letter too long. It's so annoying. It's so annoying how limited things are. No, altogether. I think Twitter names are 15 characters. It's one too long. That's why, like, when people thought Twitter was gonna have, like, its downfall, I was kind of gonna be like, oh great, then I could not have to deal with the platform with the annoying name. But now Twitter's still going in strong, and as a VTuber, you still have to use it. I did create a single word for you that is unique to you and not used anywhere else. I'm not going to use a... I do debate changing my socials from void to blank, because while both are generic words, there are a lot more voids than blanks, Irium notwithstanding. It's called X now. I don't call it X. Whoa! How did you do that? You did that so quickly. My goodness. Raoul, get out. YouTubers and Twitter have a weird love-hate relationship. That is a very good way to describe it, yeah. You heard of Kumi? Her name is literally just that and nothing else. You know what? Again, some people have amazing single one-word names that no one uses, and it magically works for them, and you know what? Very happy for them. I did not get that same situation. Is it me or the music disappeared? No, it didn't. Don't tell me to get out for throwing you back to 2015. 2015! 2015? You think it started in 2015? As me, no one uses Newbie Reaper. Yeah. Sunlight? It doesn't really doesn't really work for me. I debated on changing some socials to Prisma Kitsune, because I have the email for that. Because, like, I have Prism, and I'm the Prismatic Kitsune, so I actually have the email for Prisma Kitsune. I sometimes debate on it, but then I also know that I think it would be too confusing. And I think it would probably be too much work to do nowadays. That's so why. It's just really quiet? Yeah, this is a quieter song, I think, so that's probably why. I think I'm at the point where I can't really change social names or anything. I think I'm just gonna have to live with it. The only thing that I wish I could prevent easier is the fact that, like, the last part of my name is usually seen more as a first name, so a lot of people call me Akari. Even though I go by Starlight, and it sometimes gets annoying to correct people, but I really don't think there's anything I can do about it. And if I changed the name to Prisma Kitsune, then everyone would just call me Prisma. So, that's not a good solution either. There really is no good solution. It's all good. It's fine. It's all good. I'll live with it. Starlight Kitsune would have been perfect if it was one letter different. But I also get very, I always kind of have this mindset that you should never use a username of your own species. Because you never know when, like, in the VTuber space, you never know when, like, a rebrand thing is gonna happen. In my case, I don't think it would. But, you know, you never want to, like, lock yourself in. In the same way, you don't want to have a donut shop and call it, like, you know, Donna's Donuts, and then you want to start selling cupcakes. I mean, that is why Dunkin' Donuts just changed to Dunkin'. They didn't want to focus on donuts, ironically. Secco human. Don't worry, Star, I'll make a cool MLG compilation of you getting tons of Fortnite wins with cool music. You shouldn't probably? It's still fun to debate on what it could have been. Yeah, that's true. Astra unspecified species. One letter? You mean one word? No, it's one letter off from being a usable name. And honestly, if people could use it, I think it probably already would have been taken. You did make your name use the Western style. I did, yeah. So I know that I am causing confusion. I know that I caused confusion with that. So many websites to secure a name on, it really is too much work. It really is. It really is. I try to get my name everywhere, even places that I don't go on anymore. Like I recently just stopped using Blue Sky. And I remember when you first joined it, it was like, oh, if you join us, we have like this, you know, different version of a website thing where you'll only ever need to have your name in one place and then you can use the same name everywhere. And I'm like, well, I better claim that now. That ended up being nothing. They stopped focusing on donuts. This is news to me. Yes, they stopped focusing on donuts. That's why they changed the name from Dunkin' Donuts to Dunkin'. Starlight da Fox. Jeez. It's your fault for specifying Western order. Yeah, it probably is, but you know what? I didn't really have much of a choice, so... From now on, your Prismacolor. As someone who's been to the original Dunkin' Donuts, the decline of the donut offering has been depressing. I just want my bow tie donuts made locally and not frozen. What's a bow tie donut? That sounds amazing. Made a Blue Sky account with my own domain? That was a thing that you could do, yeah. Honestly, I still pay for a domain, but I can't afford to keep up a website. I used to be really, really into keeping up a website, like having a portfolio site, a big professional thing, but they've gotten insanely expensive, and I don't really think it's doing me any good, because I'm not really like I feel like if you are a fandom artist or more of an internet culture artist or a streamer, you don't necessarily need a website, as opposed to if you did like something where you need a portfolio for Hallmark, or you're doing children's books or something. We don't talk about the website. But I still like the idea of websites, so I might like make a quick free one that I can link people to, like a Linktree or something at some point. A little bit nicer than a Linktree. A little bit more detailed than a Linktree. But yeah, I don't know. It's nice to be able to have a place for yourself that's, like, not connected to anything else. But, honestly, I use Discord a lot more. Discord is a much better use of my time and investment, so... It's nice to have a place for yourself, but if you have a community, like we do here, you can't really be a community on a website. Not in the same way. If you want to mirror Vulpes' name scheme, you could do Vulpiridia. That sounds nice. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but that sounds nice. Wasn't even aware of the non-Western Order. I first assumed Starlight was like a title. It's not a title, no. Everyone thinks that because, okay, everyone thinks it's a title, like a Sailor Moon type of thing, because there are other VTubers who do use it as a title. I know, I make everyone very confused, including myself. I don't make anyone's life easy. Not touch Blue Sky with a stick, not that I use any socials though. I'm kind of at the point where I'm not touching it either, yeah. I basically just like kept everything I'd posted on it, and then I said, okay, bye, I am not here anymore. But I'm keeping this up because I don't want anyone taking my name. But yeah, I understand that. Cheaper to boot, yeah. Yeah, websites are, like, Wix websites are insanely expensive. Starlight Eater, now that your lore is that you're a world-ending threat. I'm not a world-ending threat. What do you mean? Wait, are you referring to, like, the story, or are you referring to something else? I'm not a world-ending threat. I'm just seen as problematic. Forums are just not the same as a chat room. Yeah, 100% agreed. If you never need web design consultation, I know someone. I don't think I'm gonna invest in it. Last time I invested in a website because, you know, that's the thing, right? You're told when you go to like an art school, you're told that you have to have a website, you have to be professional, you have to have all of your everything out there, and it has to be like the best you can get, and da 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 da. I was spending $800 a year to keep up my website, and that's insane, and that's stupid, and I don't see a need to ever do that. As someone who constantly has to balance with both name orders, it doesn't really matter which order one uses. Yeah, I mean, it can go. The thing is, like, VTubers at this point should kind of be used to it going either way. Like, I still don't. Callie is my Oshi, and I still don't know if she's supposed to be called Callie or Mori, because people within her gen use different names. I still don't know which is correct, and her own community debates on it. And I went from one and then switched to the other because I first thought it was wrong. So, like, Callie and I have the exact same situation. Like, people don't know what my name is supposed to be. People don't know what her name is supposed to be. And she's even talked about, like, being okay with either. Yeah, there's no correct. She doesn't mind. Exactly, but that also makes it confusing. Calamari. Oh my god. Callie's my Oshi, only ever talks about Giga on stream. Giga is more of, like, a business Oshi. Like, I respect how she goes about the way she does VTubing. Callie, I respect for the talent, her son work, her dedication, and, like, how openly real she is, you know? It's like, Agujin refuses to call you anything but Akari. I think I've told him, I'm like, you can call me That's the reason I have the overlay that says, like, hi, my name is Starlight, is, like, I'm trying to see if it makes it easier for people. Callie now has 2 first names, no last name, simple. Giga always has the most level-headed real takes. Yeah, exactly. Just being polite, yeah. Is someone in the field, I can probably get a website up and running for about 100 a year, including the domain money. I mean, I'm sure you can. The thing is, like, it's a me problem. It's a me problem because I was trying to make it as custom as I could for this, like, idea that I had in the past that is not really a thing anymore. That is probably just going to be transferred to the Discord, frankly. I was trying to make a website that looked like the website for Genshin Impact / Honkai / any website for a Hoyoverse gacha game. I was trying to do something that was like very visually storytelling based, and I never ended up doing it because I couldn't get it to behave the way I wanted, and it was gonna take way too many art assets. So I don't really think I need to do that kind of thing anymore. I think if I end up having a website, I will probably do it through Fourth Wall. And Fourth Wall is probably just better for streamers. And I say this as somebody who really loves the idea of having their own website with everything custom to them, but I have to understand, like, I have to understand where the limits are. Because that was gonna be like a year-long project at the time. First name basis? That's too much for Echo. Yeah, Echo-chan is another great example of the simple, easy-to-spell one-word name that no one mistakes for anything else. You won't imagine how many nicknames my Yoshi is referred as? Oh, I know quite a few of them, yes. Hosting and domain are the only money drains. You cut out all the middlemen. Yeah, that's true. I feel like if we didn't have the chaotic internet filter that we have with you, we would all be gigas, but without streaming. Wait, what does that mean? Limited programming language, too. I was not trying to do anything programming related. I was trying to do no-code stuff. But yeah, it's still just too much. I like the no-code concept, but what does that mean? Drag and drop. Like, you don't have to know HTML or anything. You can just, drag and drop visual elements, which is better for a creative. Because the thing is, most website builders, they put everything into a grid system, so that you are not able to move things exactly where you want them. And then I found Wix, where it's no code, and it allows you to move things exactly where you want them. And then one of my friends told me that when they were on the website, and they went to my commission page, the cost number row of my commissions was completely cut off on their screen, because it didn't use a grid system. So everything was constantly looking bad, regardless of, like, what type of computer someone had. So that ended up being a big problem, too. You could be wise and cold-headed if it wasn't because we gave into chaos. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I mean, I think you guys have, like, some very smart moments. It's just that stream kind of lends itself to, I don't know what. Something happens, and I don't know, things just go wild. I see they made a system where the issue of it works on my end and not others was solved. Only issue is the solution was it works for no one. Yes, exactly. Pretty much, yeah. Why would having a grid system or not cause problems with scaling elements? Because it would scale differently depending on what screen somebody was looking at. So on one screen it would look great, and on the other screen, elements would just be cut off entirely because it wasn't properly scaling every element you added. It's very dumb. It's a danger of using form themes as websites. Never liked Wix personally. Too much security issue. Not that WordPress was much better, but at least you could secure payment zones. I tried WordPress. I couldn't, it was too complex, honestly. I liked Wix. It was too expensive. At this point, I really think I'm just gonna go with Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall is basically, the nice thing about Fourth Wall, and this is a future idea, this is a future concept, so nothing I can really tackle at the moment. Fourth Wall allows me to just have a website that works enough as a live streamer, and it's also a print-on-demand platform at the same time. So, at some point in the future, I could also add print-on-demand things, which would be nice, because I'm too scared to ship stuff out. I love merch, but I can't handle shipping. So print on demand is a nice thing, and it would be like very specific to it's not you can like have your own way of laying it out, you know? When I first learned front end, my first thought was literally just, why can't I just drag and drop instead of manually coding all this? Exactly. I just wanna drag and drop. Need a Starlight and Android. That is probably official or unofficial? Because official, that will never happen. Unofficial, there is a future, way far many years into the future possibility of at least being able to self-design something and finding some 3D print solution someday. You mean not having stock and making necessary stock against sales orders? Yeah. Print on demand is just a lot easier for content creator. You don't have to, have the stock, and you don't have to ship it out with your address and everything. So it's a lot safer for content creators. 100 subscribers. Did we hit 100 subscribers today? What the heck were we at before? What did we start the day off with? Oh my gosh. Thank you for 100 subs on the side channel. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're at like we're at 90? How did we gain 10 subs in one day? How did that happen? What the heck is YouTube doing? But thank you. That makes me very happy to hear. Oh, let's go. I don't know what the future. I will be completely honest. I don't know what the future of this side channel is going to be. I just know that at the moment, it's just cleaner to keep things, it's just cleaner to keep things separated. Will it change in the future? I'm not really sure. But for now, it's like, you know what? If it can grow a little bit too, then that's a really cool thing as well. The Discord was popping off, maybe? What do you mean? But also, thank you for... Oh, shoot, we don't have the Discord. We don't have the Discord command set up. Ah! I'm stupid. It's an outlet for chaos. You just made so much good content and art today. YouTube loved it. Yes. Look at this. Look at this amazing art that we've created. Look at this amazing quality work. You're streaming twice in one day. Recommend the stream immediately. Come to the Discord to spin cheese and see British, French, and German star. What have you done? Okay, hang on. Will I know how to fix that? Will I know how to fix that? I'm trying to think. I don't want to break anything, and I feel like I'm gonna break something if I try to mess with this now. There you go. Thank you for shouting out the disc. You know, once we can have the custom, name, which is probably just gonna be Starlight Akari, to be honest. I don't know. Then it'll be easier to type. You missed a lot in the Discord? Truly a work of art. Now add Star Pyre on the roof. You're not gonna let that go. I'm scared to go back into the Discord. I'm a little afraid to go back to my own home. She's gonna flip out when she sees the Discord. You guys are making it scary. You guys are making the Discord scary. Top out and mustache one? Why afraid? The kitchens are clean. I'm just gonna be so mad when she gets home. Just accept it. Now you know how I feel when I check the Discord only once every 24 hours. Hello, you're back early! It hasn't been a full 24 hours yet! I've heard that it's, I don't know what they did, Charming Falcon, but I've heard it's, something. And I think I'm a little too afraid to go back home. It's like, It's like you go to your job, you try to give a lecture, you come back home, and then like everyone's had a party in your absence. As long as you guys didn't break anything. As long as you guys didn't break anything, that's all I can ask for, right? I posted them in the mod chat of the other server if you want to look real quick without having to scroll through your server. Why My mentor's gonna kill me. My mentor lives very, very far away from the atelier. So his favorite thing to say is, I wish I had a really, 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 really long stick that I could hit you with. Starlight's literally that guy who bought a box of pizza in that meme gif. Yeah, pretty much. That's truly the atelier. It's a Stargazer's world. Stars just living in it. Is it me or the statues in the tiny fountain look like ducks? I didn't properly draw it, okay? I feel like we went through the 7 stages of grief, but it's joy instead of grief. Your mentor is alive, new lore drop. Different mentor. Different mentor. Not the mentors, memorialized in the fountains. Different mentor. Streaming mentor is different from life mentor. I re-added your mentor to show him what the bunnies have been up to in their creative endeavors. You're welcome, by the way. Oh. I have a few mentors. As far as I know, the other mentor is human. Yeah. Quick lore spoilers for anyone who's curious. Well, I guess it's in the very beginning, so not really too much lore spoilers. I had 2 mentors that were a phoenix and a unicorn, and the mentor I'm referring to now, I believe, is human. Depressingly human. Depressingly human. Does your mentor know about the Discord? Yeah, they do. Joy, excitement, hype, laughing flash, peak, glazing, overhyping, calmness. Human is cool? I mean, I guess it makes sense because his whole thing is like educational teacher, but yeah, just pure human. I don't quite understand it. Human is cool. Is your mentor hiding your Amon test? Probably not. Probably not. Default setting. What of the cat? The cat is not my mentor, per se. The cat is an ally, but I would not call the cat a mentor. They're actually less humans than any other thing in the VTubing space. I do like the cat. The cat's cool. The cat doesn't really do as much mentoring anymore. I think the cat got very, focused on card games. It's technically my mentor too, but I've caused him way less trouble than you. I don't mean to cause him trouble. I don't mean to cause him trouble, I just check the oh, no. No, the weird cat is not my mentor. Unless you're referring to... I wish. I wish. I would not even be... Sometimes we have VC with Star, me, and our mentor, and I back him up to fuss at her. It's fun. Yeah, there's 2 cats. There's the TCG cat, and then there's the pink cat. I hope that I can at least appease him soon once I get the waifu video out, the waifu short, the reaction to the clothing that we've already done, potential future reaction to clothing, more shorts, and again, if you guys are going to burn the Discord up anyway, you might as well throw more clips in the clips channel for me to use. If you've got main channel clips, you might as well throw them in there. Just saying. Just saying. If you're gonna like burn the atelier and destroy it, might as well throw in more clips as you can. Starlight, mentored by Callie's weird cat, will be her dream come true and prove that Star is the weird fox girl in my secret over. I also need to change the, I also need to change the actual command for the Discord, because, I don't know, are we still the art-focused Sacred Forest at this point? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know. I at least have to throw the word Arknights in there somewhere. Missed a lot, apparently. We have a voice chat now? Is that open to just hop in? Hop in. We're the unholy forest now. Oh, jeez. Charming Falcon, don't feel bad. The voice chat was literally only made like 2 days ago. And it's a test. We're seeing how it goes. It is currently open for the duration of this current Arknights event. That is a co-op event. We'll see how it goes. We are doing this as a test. Everything we do in there is art. So no, don't feel bad. That's literally only in the past day or two. You're all good. Also, I hope you've been well. It doesn't mean it's open solely for the Arknights, even though anyone can join. Yes, that's true. That's true. What do you? I just said. What do you mean make him feel left out? I just said it's good to hear from you. What? Why are you blaming me now? It's not, no, it's not just for Arknights. It's just that is the time duration of what we are doing to see how the VC works. That is all. That is the main thing. So far I've seen Aroma streaming train game and a bunch of people on mute. Cannot interrupt the train focus, I suppose. Using FOMO to ensnare viewers? What are you talking? How is that FOMO? How is that FOMO? Why do we bully you so much? Sea Hero has a meme about that, apparently. This time duration that overlaps perfectly with the AK event has been chosen randomly. I may hop in later. Ms. Falcon has to go to bed early tonight. Also, don't listen to Vessa. A temporary feature is literally FOMO? I'm not trying to give anybody FOMO. But yeah, no. Charming Falcon, feel free to join. Feel free to let me know if the bunnies are behaving. It's a test to see who's good bunnies and who is not. Yes, exactly. It is a test. It is a bunny test. I also want to point out that usually the features marked as temporary are the most permanent ones. We are testing the behavior of the bunnies. So far everyone seems to be passing. Alright, that is good to know. That is good to keep in mind. I haven't heard of any trouble. Does chewing on the necklace count as a pass or a fail? Automatic fail! Automatic fail. So don't try. Alright, Sea Hero, sounds good. No fun allowed? You can't eat my clothing. No, that is, yeah. I'm going to ban you from eating my clothing. Nothing as permanent as a temporary solution. A Winnin wants to say hello. Everything is chill. Okay. I do trust Newbie. Not with the cash register, but other things. At one point, I had an idea to try to make Monopoly. Huh? Newbie would tell us things were not good. That is true. We do trust the Newbie. That is true. Necklace merch to appease the bunnies is getting more necessary by the day. Well, I don't necessarily know a jeweler who can make more of these, so I don't really know how you would do that. Alright. Goodness. I think we will probably call it there. Idea for star merch, candy necklace. If necklace is not the first piece of merch you sell as a VTuber, that'd be weird. If it's not the first piece, that would be weird. The first piece is going to be simple print on demand. Simple print on demand does not include necklaces, that is for sure. That was a productive stream? Yeah! Sure! It definitely was. Well, at least you kind of have somewhat of an idea of the atelier's layout, so you know what? We'll take that. We figured out some sort of direction for the banners. We'll take that. We'll take it. Maybe not productive, but very fun. There we go. I think we as a community made a significant progress. And now I have to go back home and see what happened. The workshop was really nice. We have a banner direction to go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's all good. We discovered Star's secret is north of the atelier. We gotta explore. I wouldn't, but... anyway. I will see you guys Tuesday. We are going to be doing Icebreakers. We're going to start off the stream with Icebreakers football, so if your name has not been called, you will have a chance to potentially do a football session. And then we will probably do a vignette or two. Or... no, potentially outfit reaction, depending on what is or is not okay. We'll see how that goes. But anyway... I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world or the worlds beyond. Also, thank you again for 100 subscribers on the side channel. I'm very surprised about that, but I'm very grateful. So, thank you again, and I wish you all the best, and thank you so much. Alright. I'll see what happened here. Oh boy. What have you guys done?